evening. My name is Elizabeth Nix. I'm a student at Columbia College and I'm majoring in human services. We are taught from a very young age that education is the key to success. For the over 600,000 minority graduates that we have, this is not the case, at least not on the same level that it is for white Americans. Minorities face a number of inequalities when it comes to their career. They face inequalities in getting their job and compensation for their job and for raises and bonuses that they would receive. I think it's important for each American to understand the struggles and inequalities that American minorities face today. Minorities are discriminated against when they're applying for jobs. To get a job, you turn in a resume and you get a call back. For a white American, you need to turn in 10 resumes and you can expect a call back. For any of our minorities, they would need to turn in 15 to 20. This is based on a study that was done where applications and resumes were turned in that were identical. The same level of education, the same credentials, the same experience. The only thing that was different was the name on the top of the resume. And those that happened to have a white name got 50% more callbacks than those for minorities. And a thing to remember is this is equal across all of the boards. For government jobs, for high-end jobs, low-end jobs, even for those jobs that advertise that they're equal opportunity employees. It was all found to have the same level of discrimination. In addition to that, once our minorities do receive a job, they also suffer inequality in the compensation that they're going to receive. According to GUIN, Emilio Castello, which is a professor in management, did a study, and it showed that large private companies, he found that all minorities were less likely to at the same level of performance and evaluation, they were less likely to have bonuses, they were less likely to have the same starting wage as a white American. And this again was across the board with all large companies. Also, when we're talking about inequality on salary compensation, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics for the United States, white Americans on average make a little over $1,200 per week, and this is for your educated college graduates. For African Americans, that drops all the way down to $970. For Hispanics and Latin Americans, that goes up to around $1,000. That's still an average of less than $200 a week based on nothing other than what race you are. In addition to those inequalities, minorities face inequalities in moving forwards and upwards in their career. They do not have the same level of social mobility that white Americans have. When you look at our corporate world, there are very few minority CEOs and high-ranking employees. When you look at our government, when you look at the House of Representatives and the Senate, the minorities are highly underrepresented in those areas. And this is going to actually be true across the board in all realms of the career fields. And actually, the higher the rank in an organization, the greater the disparities in promotions along the lines of race. So you may start out in a great field along with lots of other people, but the only ones that are going to move to the top ranks are actually going to be more than likely the white Americans. The minorities have to work harder and for more years to receive even some level of upward social mobility. They also encounter what is called a glass ceiling, which is that limited social mobility. 75% of minorities actually end their career and start over because they feel that they have no social mobility left in a business that is promoting people daily. According to Zweihardt, when he did a study on Fortune 500 companies, 74.4% of high-ranking employees were white males. Black males only represented 5.3% of all Fortune companies. Your Latinos, even less than that, 2.4%. And again, when you look at all of the other areas, the government, you can see that this is not just an epidemic in the Fortune 500 companies, but across the board. I think that it's important to remember that education is our key to success. And I believe that it's important for all of us to be educated on the true inequality and struggles that all Americans face. Because until we're educated, we can't make a difference. And now that we're educated, we can all come together and we can make a difference to help, make inequality smaller. Thank you for your time.